A bad day in Dubtown is still a good day. Today we're talking about the favorite thing we like to do while working on VWs. What's yours? Leave in the comments. Don't worry, folks. I actually have the exhaust fans on right before we start.
Okay. What are you doing?
Taking dust.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Lots of it, really fine.
Yeah.
So I'm prepping the secondary panels for Mr. Hersker's bug. He's supposed to be up with us on Friday to pick his color.
Oh.
So I don't know if we're doing the roulette wheel or, trading wheels of death or something. I don't know. So I shot a couple test samples for him, and he's going to come in and pick one.
Okay, because it's easier to do it in person?
Yeah. We're just having a hard time with the color because it's not in the database. But.
Well, yeah, and seeing a picture of the color, it looked different from the actual color.
Yeah, especially since we don't know what the actual color looks like. And all computer graphics monitors do a different resolution, different brightness, and then you get photo resolution, and it's just when you're trying to color match something as close as you can.
Who knows? Well, I actually wanted to ask you what your favorite thing about working on classic dubs is.
Everything?
Everything? Oh.
No, it depends on my mood.
Yeah.
If I really want to get into a zone, I really do enjoy doing a panel. If I'm just like thrashing, I tend to like to do metal bumping and shrinking discs and stuff like that. But with Hersker's car, I didn't have to do that. So it was pretty straight car to begin with. Mostly Rushford.
Okay.
Let's go find Daren and see if we can find out what's going on, since they keep me in that silver room.
Okay.
So we'll have to go see.
Let's see. Let's go back in with it.
We can't. Yeah, we got an input shot.
There it is, right there. Come on. All right. There. That's what I was wanting.
I know that these outside two exhausts were on there with.
Maybe we can't get it any lower.
Yeah, if you get those below that, you can, like right there.
But it's gonna bind up where we can't. See what I'm saying?
We individually move the parts.
All right, Farrell. Howdy.
Howdy.
Hold on. We're safe now.
Got another one?
Yeah. Make sure you.
It's a nut job, huh?
Yeah.
All right, tell me what was going on. What was that?
That is, so Mr. Fonseca's rail was all set. I was cleaning it and getting it ready to go home Friday. We've already called him and told him his car was done.
Yeah.
So we rolled it out this morning to get it out of the way so he could do on Rusty, and there was a oil spot on the ground.
A little spot.
So
let's see if we can get that.
we went, and the reason there was only a little oil spot is because there's
that one.
skid plate that goes underneath that motor, and that caught most oil.
So you get a little puddle inside.
So we have to take it apart and see why it's leaking, because we can't go home like that. So
a little
sometimes
frustrating.
We got little problems, and we gotta sort through them. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're pulling the motor to see where it's leaking from. So that's where we're at with that one. Yeah, so that's fun. He's working on Rusty here.
Okay.
I think that the only thing he did that can be seen is he put these inner, where it says drivers right there, those inner window seals there. Some new parts he put on there. And then he's been grinding a bunch of welds down, which you can't see visibly from last week to this week.
Right.
Grind a bunch down, and it's actually, believe it or not, near the closing stages of it.
Amazing.
Yeah, so he went through and grinded all these welds down. There's welds everywhere where we had to gone and tacked a door on and stuff like that. So we're going back through, and he's cleaning all those off now, where we had to dry fit stuff. And so it's getting closer. We're about to put the luggage tray in the back, metal-wise. The luggage tray, and I think that's it, metal-wise, right?
Yes.
So metal pieces to go on Rusty now is that big green piece right there, which is the luggage tray back here, be the last metal piece to be welded onto it.
Okay.
And it's going in the next couple of days.
Yeah.
And then all the metal's on it. And so then it's just a matter of him grinding down and touching up little areas. And then we're waiting on suspension. Air ride to get here.
Okay.
The only thing metal-wise we got to do is we got to cut out, like we said, on the frame for that to fit. So when it gets here, we can do that, and then it'll be ready for blast after that. After we do the rough fit on the air ride stuff. So the other thing is we're not sure on belly pans on these buses have belly pans to go up underneath here. They cover up everything. Well, we've got to put the air ride tanks and stuff up in there, so we got to wait to put those on until we see how that all is going to fit in there. So customization on that. So, but yeah, it's a lot closer than it looks actually to being going to blast. So
great.
And then out here, be careful, don't step on those sockets. We got Mr. Miller's bug. It is going home.
Great.
Hopefully. Thought that was going home too. So that's Mr. Fonseca's gear, which goes to the rail.
Oh, wow, yeah.
He had it done before. It's been sitting here. He's going to pick them both up. But Mr. Miller came by yesterday to see this. And so it's all done. It's all black inside. Black. It was white. So he's got a headliner, and the carpet was already there, but we put a rear carpet kit in it to match. It didn't have any carpet, so we put rear carpet. Put the seat covers on the headliner. The door cards are original. Clean them up. It'll be going home Tuesday. Yeah, so it's done. So we got that one done.
Yellow Gia's ready.
Gia's been done. It's just been hiding, and he was waiting to come pick it up when he picks up his rail. So now those two are in the limbo. So
we got 1 out of 3 going home.
1 out of 3. One backwards, 2 steps forward, 1 back. Mrs. Farrell, we'll walk back in here and we'll go over Miss Farrell's 68 convertible. We got some stuff on it.
All right, look at
So
this.
this is Mrs. Farrell, Karen Farrell's 68 convertible that she bought and brought to us to have us inspect it before she bought it, and then she went and bought it and brought it to us to do the work. So we've done a bunch of little stuff on it. Did some motor tuning up on it, repacked wheel bearings and that stuff. But in the course of doing that, we found a couple other things. So her seat wouldn't adjust in the front here. So when he took the seat off, Shannon took the seat off to see what was up that, pulled the curb back, we noticed that the pan is loose. So let me grab the pan and I'll show you on video what happens when you go loose. So we grab, so he pulls the Corvette back and just checking the seat rail, and the pan's broke free.
Oh.
So we called her and she said, yeah, weld that back for me. So we're going to do that. And so it's just like, you know, we wouldn't have seen that without pulling the carpet back. So when it came for the inspection, it's not like you don't pull the carpet out to check it.
No, yeah.
We got into that seat rail. So that we got a new voltage regulator cover. She was having a charge problem. Some simple little things.
Lights were just turning on right
Well,
away,
that was actually a different thing. So that right here, the headlight switch, if you look up here, the headlight switch in there, see how long that headlight switch is?
Oh.
So they had a short one, which is off of an earlier bug.
Okay.
And it doesn't have this pad, so it's just up against the dash. So it was a short one, so it wasn't allowing it to go all the way in. So they would push you in, it would turn off, but in the middle of the night sometime it would just ease back out and turn the parking lights on and run the battery dead.
Ghosty.
So that was a simple, $8 fix. We ordered a new knob, put it on, and there's that. So we got some new seals for a top that just finally came in, so we're fixing to do that. And
all right.
That's a couple other things. I just talked to them a minute ago. They're excited. They're going to drive it to Detroit soon.
Wow, seriously?
So, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
They asked me, would you drive it to Detroit? I said, I wouldn't go to Detroit, but that's just me. I don't know. Herbie here. Herbie, so we'll go on this side. Herbie here is, we were waiting on his brakes for a long time. We got him in, and then we had to do some customizing because it was a little bit different than issue that we had. So this is what the setup will look. His new tires are on. And so what the issue was, the plates that they sent for this didn't fit with the wide 5 smoothie wheels that we had, so we had to actually customize the plate so that it would sit in there. So that was a little hold up. We did that. And just had to customize the custom brake setup already. So
customizing the custom.
So then it came with this rear one actually has a separate emergency brake drum inside the disc setup, and so the brake cables that were on this car, because we didn't build this car, it already had another brake system on it, which was also a high-end custom brake system, and the cables were custom. So when we went back to this, they built this for stock emergency brake cables, so we had to go back and put stock emergency brake cables on it so that it would fit with this system, and it's a lot of little fun stuff that you got to figure out. So so then he's got the last couple things. We got to fix that other plate to match that one, and then we'll put his wheels back on. His fuel cell, we put it back in. He has aluminum fuel cell with a Kevlar bladder inside of it, kind of really racy, so it's a little dirty because it's been sitting. We're gonna clean him up, but that went back in, and he's getting close. I think we have to check his horn, and he's now inquired, since I called him, give him an update on his car. He said, hey, how about switching over to LED lights? So I got to call in to check. These earlier bugs, it's hard. The headlights, they make an H4 headlight for the early bugs that have fit in there. It's LED. You actually get one that's LED with halo. You can do all this stuff. But he wanted it to look stock, so they do make that. And they make a whole tail light. But the tail lights on the fender here, they make it, but you gotta put an inline relay so that it works. It's weird. So and those aren't available right now, so we're trying to find those so we can do that one. But other than that, he'll be ready to go home soon. So Gazzo's still waiting on his axles, but like we said, we did get a ship date, at least in the middle of June, I think. So
okay. That's progress.
I called today on Miss Riley's Gia, the orange Gia over there, and we're waiting on her headliner. I called today, and it's still on order. So, let's see, what else is there? I guess that's about it. Cabral, we're still working through his engine deal. So,
man.
Oh, Mr. Hersker, who I guess you already talked about, that's still in the paint booth. He was supposed to come yesterday to pick out his paint colors because we had a problem with his paint color in the spray too. So now he's coming Friday. He couldn't make it, so he'll be here Friday to pick out his paint colors. So that's why Spook's just sitting in there looking bored because he has nothing to do.
Making a lot of dust.
Yeah, so he's going to come and pick out his paint, and then we'll order the paint, and then that car get painted here, and then the next one will be Mr. Harden, who we're going back and forth between Rusty and Harden to do the metal work. So we got a lot of stuff going on. We just
nothing moving or leaving.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a couple steps forward and several steps backwards.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess did you catch on? I guess Mr. Bowers came, or Mr. Hatcher.
Yes.
Haskins came to get his bus.
Yeah.
So that we couldn't fix.
I'm so sad about that.
Yeah,
I know he's had it for 46 years. He said.
Yeah,
so.
some long time.
And it was like a $5 part in his hitch.
Yeah.
That failed and sent his bus plummeting. So.
Yeah. So.
Real lucky it didn't get worse.
So this that's been sitting here for a while, but he came and got it today. They loaded it up. So.
Okay.
Anyways, so.
It's there. So what, I know this is like one of the rougher days at the shop, but what would you say is like your favorite part about working on dubs?
Sending them home.
I win $1, I think, because I called it.
Sending them home.
Yep.
So sending them home fixed right.
Well, yeah.
That's the thing is with like Mr. Fonseca Israel, it's rough, but we have to do it, so we couldn't.
Yeah.
So.
It's like so close.
So close. And that deal, so that everybody in video land knows, that wasn't our motor. We didn't put that motor, was the original motor.
Yeah.
So it isn't like we put a new motor in, there was a problem. So it's just unforeseen type of deal, I guess.
Yeah.
So, but
that's tough. It's,
yeah.
You can't warranty something we didn't put in, but we'll do our best to get it fixed for sure.
So we just got to go back and check it out. The motor runs good. It's a great running motor. It just has a leak. We got to figure out what the leak size is. So.
It's self-changing oil.
Yeah, slowly but surely. So in that, to that deal, that's why we like to drive the cars around a little bit ourselves too, because if we had not started that up and drove it down the switch, all I did was drive around the block a couple times. it hadn't leaked till then. So
Yeah.
if I'd not got up to temperature, we
you
wouldn't
wouldn't
have
have
seen
known.
that.
Yeah.
So if we had just put it on a trailer and sent it home with him, he would have found it the first time he drove it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why we like to. We don't just like to drive them.
Do
we
the
like
shakedown.
To drive them, we do, but we need to drive them and see what's going on and all that stuff. So
You
that
did
that
like-
actually is a great point to why we need to do it.
Yeah.
Because that we literally wouldn't. And we came in, I literally was pushing outside to start cleaning it.
Yeah.
And there it was.
Ah. And you did look like you were having a little bit of fun when I saw you zipping by in that.
Just trying to make sure she works.
Well, that's all, you know, it's just for science.
Like, I can't wait to scientifically check Herbie out when he's done.
Oh, please let me go with you.
You gotta go in the rail too. We were supposed to video.
I
that,
know,
so-
that would have been awesome.
Well, we still got time. 'Cause it
That's
ain't going
true.
nowhere.
That's true. We'll do it. We'll do
We
it
need
for
to do
sure.
it. Anyway, so yeah, that's where we're at this week.
All right. Hey, do you have anything you want to say to our future mechanic that we've got out there somewhere that we're like waiting and waiting? Please show
come.
up. We need
Please
you.
come, yes. Please show up. But it doesn't look how fun it looks around here to work.
Usually it's awesome. It's also
So,
incredibly
yeah.
frustrating sometimes, like a
Frustrating.
puzzle that's tough to solve. But
Please come.
please come. All right, guys. You know what to do. Bye, nice people.